Alright guys, what is going on? Oink here, and in today's video I'm going to be giving you guys a review, my personal opinions on the GT6 demo. Of course, we should all remember that the game is still some way off release, so obviously there's going to be lots of things being worked on, lots of things being added, changed, all that good stuff, and of course, you know, this is just a demo, so it was a very limited experience. And mainly it was just for GT Academy, so again we didn't really get to try much, but I thought I'd sort of talk you through my feelings about the game, some good and bad points, all of that good stuff. And we're going to talk about the first, and I'd say almost most important thing for me, is that it was really fun to play. Like, when you're making a game, you want to make it good fun, and just every little bit about the sort of the way that it played really made it good fun. Like, just getting on and taking a car around a track, even if it's, you know, you're not trying to beat a time or anything, just, you know, hopping into one of the 370Zs and just driving was just really good fun. You know, just the handling, the way that it sort of interacted with the wheel, the kind of fresh vibrance of the graphics and the lighting, just, I guess, like, lots of little bits all kind of culminated in it being really good fun to drive, which for me is a massive thing. It really helps people just, you know, for me it's something that kind of encourages me just to get onto the game. By the way, the gameplay is just going to be random bits and pieces, like bits of menus like this, some gameplay, slowed a few bits down when I thought it kind of looked fancy because of the nice little physics and stuff like that, so that's what you're going to be seeing. But yeah, I guess since the menus are showing, I'll talk about the menus. Very responsive, very fast. Loading into replays and loading into levels was very quick. Of course, again, because it is only the demo, there isn't that much that it needs to load. So of course, it, you know, you'd expect it to be not slow, but it's definitely promising. Hopefully see similar sorts of things once the game comes out. Next we'll talk about sound, so I'll make this a bit louder. You guys can have a listen. So there's just like a little clip there of the this is the GT3 Nissan GTR, the one that they added in sort of halfway through. Just not all of the cars. I mean, for example, the 370Z doesn't sound that much different to the one in GT5, let's say, but just that sound clip there from the GT3, it sounds so awesome. It's got a real rough sound and it sounds really realistic. Like, if you watch GT3 races, it really does sound like a GT3 car, which is awesome. So there's definitely obviously improvements there, maybe not across the board, but in some areas definitely looks like there's been improvements on the sound. The physics look really realistic. When you watch the replays, when you're driving in the cars, the way that the body rolls, the way that the wheels bounce up and down when they hit bumps and things like that, just looks really authentic, really realistic, which of course adds to that kind of realism feel, the whole like immersiveness that you're actually like in the car driving. GT5 has always been a very responsive game, I thought, so with this new physics and GT6, I think it's going to really add to that kind of immersiveness of the realism. In terms of with the wheel, of course, I drive with the wheel. It feels like they've improved somewhat. I mean, it might just be because of the new physics, really translates nicely into the wheel, but you get a really nice, good feedback with the wheel compared to GT5, which was a bit, I don't know really what the word is, kind of like sterile, I guess, but it feels really good. Like, you can kind of feel the car moving under the wheel, just with the way that the force feedback kind of responds to the car is a really nice feeling. So definitely good stuff with driving with a wheel. And at this point, I'd say if anyone hasn't got a wheel and is, you know, serious about Gran Turismo 5, if you played a lot of, I couldn't suggest anything other than getting a wheel, so that's definitely a great thing. Models wise, I mean, it looks kind of similar. Definitely the graphics of the models aren't that different, looks just basically like GT5 models, but things like the lighting, this kind of dynamic lighting is incredible. Like, autumn ring just in this, amazing. Like when the sun's quite low, it just looks really nice, really kind of fresh, a bit of like a nice dazzle effect in there, and it just again, it definitely feels kind of like a lighter, fresher look than GT5, which was kind of always a bit overcast and not that sort of pretty to look at in some tracks, I think. So definitely nice lighting, but in terms of models and tracks, graphics, pretty much the same as GT5, I would say. AI wise, obviously there's only 2 AI events in this, and as far as I can see, they're basically just like beginner level, so that, you know, anyone can pick up and play and not totally get beaten by the AI. But from these 2 events, the AI basically looks like it's exactly the same as GT5, so that's something that I'm really hoping that they do step up for when the game actually comes out. It's quite possible that they literally did, you know, in this demo they have just taken stuff from GT5 AI just so that, you know, there is something to drive against. So difficult to tell with that, but I really would hope that they make some more improvements with the AI, because I myself, I play, at least, you know, I did in GT5 play a lot of A-Spec. I mean, until sort of later on in GT5's lifetime when I started racing in WRS, I basically never went into online lobbies, so I was predominantly driving A-Spec, and obviously I love doing the seasonal events and things like that, so you guys know that I do love a good bit of A-Spec. So yeah, definitely hoping that the AI is improved to a certain level where, you know, they're actually competitive and you feel like you're actually in a proper race. It's not just you know, little challenges. Finally, I guess, because this was whole GT Academy thing, there was leaderboards. The leaderboards are really nice. Like, it's really easy and quick just to compare, like, you with your friends, you with like your other like country and stuff like that. Again, it might just be a GT Academy thing, but hopefully that kind of thing does carry over to GT6 when it fully releases. And that about wraps it up. Just some thoughts and impressions review of the GT6 demo. I hope you guys enjoy this. Let me know how you're feeling about GT6 sort of as it's coming to a close with the demo. And yeah, we'll catch you guys soon. Peace.